Behind the cape. Let's start off with Arm& Hammer.
What now?
Arm& Hammer? The brand?
The brand?
Arm & Hammer?
Why would we be starting out with Arm & Hammer, the brand?
Baking soda?
Why?
Arm & Hammer baking soda raise their whole quota? No?
No.
Army Hammer?
Army Hammer. Why are you calling him Arm & Hammer?
Because it's the same thing.
It's not.
Arm & Hammer.
Okay. Anyways, yes. The weird cannibal who thinks that his cannibalism is the same thing as pinching babies' cheeks.
It's not.
What was the quote? Hold on.
It's decidedly not the same thing.
I don't think that it's any different from when someone looks at a baby and goes, "Oh my God, look at those cute little fat legs. I just want to eat you up."
That's just weird.
Keep this man away from your children.
That is just weird.
Keep that man away from your children.
Ugh.
At all costs.
Keep the
Keep
family
him away from you. Yeah, keep the family safe.
Ugh.
Looking to shoot through any cannibal that lives.
And that's the same thing as
Keep the
what he
family
said
safe.
before?
Well, his texts were very, I think they were a little bit more visceral than, "Oh my God, cute little legs."
I would agree.
It's talking about consuming them. So
I just want to eat them up.
Yeah, no. How is he still working, yo? That's a very odd thing to have on you as a tag and still be in Hollywood.
I don't think he's been in anything that I've seen, but that's not saying much because I don't see anything.
I feel like, okay, let's see.
2021 Crisis with Gary Oldman.
Okay.
He was in Sorry to Bother You,
What is Sorry to Bother You?
the Lakeith Stanfield movie where he's this one.
Oh, yeah, where he's acting like a white person on the phone.
He was in an
maybe he hasn't
Amazon
worked in a
movie.
while.
He was in an Amazon movie with Jennifer Lopez, Shotgun Wedding,
When was that?
2022.
Oh, see, yeah, look, he's still working with Jennifer Lopez.
But it was an Amazon original.
Who cares? J-Lo was in it.
Who was out here watching J-Lo movies like that?
J-Lo fans.
I feel like there's not enough of them. Just throwing that out there.
That is crazy. His father's name is Michael Armand Hammer.
Told you.
No, that is
Told you.
like dumb coincidence, but literally his
no,
name
that's no coincidence. I
is
told
Michael
you
Arm.
where
No,
his
his
name came
name
from.
is Army Hammer,
Yep.
but his father's name is Michael Armand Hammer.
That's insane. And it's literally spelled that way.
Armand Hammer.
Yikes.
Okay. Anyways, moving off the cannibal.
His name is Arm& Hammer. Army is just short for it.
Fucking hell.
Yes. See? See, when I say things, sometimes you should listen.
Army for Armand.
Yep.
Ew.
Arm& Hammer. All right, let's move on. Netflix is out here not playing with the competition. We're not bundling nothing over here. Hulu, Disney Plus, Paramount.
Only makes sense. First of all, okay. It all of this makes sense in retrospect. Just looking about it, it makes sense that the content creators who try to box out distributors, right, and become the creators and the proprietors of their product, right, end up linking up with other studios who tried to do the same thing and are failing.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense that the one streaming service that came into the game as a streaming service that did a successful transition from analog to digital, right, stands back and says, "No, we don't need you fucks. We'll just continue to kick your teeth in. Our library is diverse enough on its own to stand by itself, and it keeps growing." Matter of fact, all of you, Warner Brothers, Disney, fucking maybe not Prime just yet, but whatever, Paramount, Universal, all of you are leasing your content to me. All of you. Why would I ever need to bundle with any of you? Why would that ever be a thing? Every single goddamn one of you, stay probably Prime and maybe Apple TV, is
TV
currently
is
using
sneaking up
my
there.
catalog to get your shit off. Why would I ever bundle with you?
I think people are now starting to realize that Apple TV actually does have a pretty good
They
catalog.
quietly have some very good content. We keep saying that. We probably need to just review a show, maybe the Monarch series or something.
Yeah, Monarch.
But that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah, no. There's some good stuff going on there, but it just makes sense. Netflix was the only one that didn't try and completely flip the movie market on its head with boxing out distributors. It was the weirdest thing to see, and they tried to use COVID as an excuse. Like, oh man, like everybody's at home, we gotta rake in all this money, we're losing, we gotta fuck you distributors, we're gonna sell the product too. Fuck you movie theaters.
Here's Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, fuck you theaters. We'll just sell the product too. We don't need you guys. Yeah. You over there in linear, fuck you. Movie's gonna be out in 30 days, so be ready to show that shit. Yes. No matter what else you got from rival studios. You ever wonder why it takes, even though the window is shorter, it still takes a very long time, if not longer time, to get the movies onto television? It's because there's now a backlog. Because the movies are coming out so quick and they're so ready to be shown on linear, which is cable TV, the schedule is in a backlog. So now you may have a movie that came out in 30 days, but you're not going to see it on TV until next year because they got 6-7 other movies to premiere this year that also had 30-day release windows, and you're not going to get them all out in a year.
Makes sense.
Because I got to take whatever Disney's putting out. I got to take whatever Universal put out. I got to take whatever Paramount's get out because I have license with all these people. They're all sending me movies. That's for the premium sites and the regular cable channels. So it's a clusterfuck. And, they can't, I don't think that they can engineer themselves backwards to where it was before. I think some of these services are just going to end up failing or getting absorbed. Right, and they'll just do what they've always done since the beginning of time and lean back on cable television because it makes the most sense. If you're going to be in some sort of partnership, with another studio, at that point, you might as well go back to your relationship with the distributor because at least that relationship is symbiotic. There's no competitive relationship like it is going to be with you and a Paramount. Like Universal and Prime Video aren't going to have any type of conflict, or what was MGM and Universal aren't going to have any type of conflict. It's dumb. It's stupid. It's a marriage that's meant to fail. One of those companies is going to end up absorbing the other, and we'll be left with like 2 or 3 streaming services outside of Netflix, which is kind of where we're at now. Yeah. There really are only a handful of viable streaming services that will probably be here in the next 5 years.
And then there's a couple more that only have really one show that you like. So once you're done with it,
I'm not counting them as being viable. Like Stars app, I don't see that being viable past Power.
Peacock for
shout out for the fans of P Valley and BMF, but I don't expect the subscribership to hold on that thing once Power is over. Peacock is another one that's kind of, they're trying.
No, they have The Office.
They're trying, but I don't think that they have the new content that really drives people in there.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens over the next couple of years. They got the John Wick stuff. They've got Bel Air, which continues to get more popular. Yep. But they're definitely at the back of the line.
What happens when those shows gets to season 5?
We might fuck around and look at it, and it might just be Prime Video, Netflix, HBO because of their sheer size.
Tony Robinson said he feels like in a few years, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, Apple TV Plus, and Netflix will be the only streaming services.
He said Prime, Apple TV, Disney Plus, and Netflix.
So somebody's going to have to absorb Paramount and
HBO. Yeah, I could easily see Max is talking about splitting. They want to split not just the streaming service, the company. They want to split this. Think about how batshit crazy this is, fam. So At first it was Discovery and National Geographic.
Yeah.
That got together.
Mm-hmm.
And then no, because Nat Geo is Nat Geo is Disney. It was Discovery and somebody else. Discovery before it was Discovery and Warner Brothers.
And
Discovery
TLC?
ate somebody else. Who the fuck was it?
TLC, HGTV.
I don't
It was
know.
one of those.
Yeah, it was one of them. I think they're already under that umbrella. Anyways, so bloated Discovery ends up merging with Warner Brothers, right? And then that's how we end up getting, Max a rebrand because, HBO Go wasn't good enough. We could just keep that. But so now we got Max, and now they had it, or first they had it where they had to split up, right? You got your Discovery, whatever it was, the Discovery streaming channels, and then you had your HBO Go. But now they maxed the whole thing out, and now they said, well, fuck it, that ain't working, so we'll just split the company up to go from like, our linear cable content, that'll be the Discovery side, and then our streaming service side, that'll be the HBO side.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're doing too much. Is their new idea. Maybe they got too big, didn't know what the fuck they were doing, didn't really have solid plans on how to move it forward.
You're doing way too much. That's how I look at it.
Having trouble, cultivating the sheer size of the business that they have now.
Yeah.
But anyways, somebody else's problem. Good luck,
sure.
Zaslav.
For sure. I was trying to see if I could find what Disney merged with, but I can't. Oh, well. Okay. John Woo is making a remake of The Killer with your boy Omar Sy.
And what is
Masanda?
Yeah, Lady Masanda. You don't know her.
I wrote it down.
Don't say her name.
I wrote it down.
Know her.
You told me to write it down. I wrote it down.
What was the name of that movie again? The Killer?
The Killer.
Natalie Emanuel and Omar Sy. Looks pretty good. Little assassin thriller.
Little light skin, little dark skin.
This nigga. I'm down for anything with Omar Sy in it. Did you ever see Book of Clarence?
Did you tell me to watch Book of Clarence?
I was just wondering if you saw the movie Book of Clarence.
Nah.
It had a lot of good actors in it.
Nah.
I felt like the story left a little bit to be desired, but all in all, I enjoyed it just because of the actors that they had in it.
Oh, wait. I think I remember this.
What we talking about, Book of Clarence?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the Keith Stanfield.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
A whole bunch of... Yeah, okay. All right.
Oh, yeah.
When you said it, I didn't immediately recognize it. That's why I was
good
like,
time.
what? Okay. All right.
Another Omar Sy sighting. That was why that was relevant, in case anybody was wondering.
Got you. Okay. Tyler Perry's got some thievery allegations going up against him from Lorraine Duckworth Rogers.
Yeah, man. This lady, I don't know if y'all seen it this week. She was, I seen it on Twitter, talking about, I know you a dirty dog. Stole my shit.
Dog.
She said something like that. I don't know. I'll let you listen to her yourself.
Jive, turkey. You stole my movie, Jack.
You was a lie, dirty dog.
The right scandal. You heard what I said. You scandalous and you dirty. I just want to go on record.
Dirty and scandalous.
You ain't nothing but a thief. With your wanna be a woman and put on breasts and act like a woman and do things a woman. Cause I know you stole my stuff from this book and put it up in that movie.
Divorce in the blank.
I know you did. You ain't nothing but a thief. All you do is steal folks' ideals. Don't want to give them no credit for it. And then you go make a movie out of it and make you a profit off of it. And then you want to act like you hipping us. Multiply your profits off of us. And then...
Why does she sound like that?
I don't know, man. This shit is nuts. I want to get the book. Yeah, that's enough of that. I want to get the book. It's called An Enemy's Funeral by Lorraine Duckworth Rogers. We God damn it. No.
Yes.
I want to get the book so I can read it. I'm not watching the Tyler Perry movie, but I can have y'all confirm whether or not some of the shit in the book
I mean,
actually happened here. Or we just get the Spark Notes. We can do that.
nah, I would watch the movie to compare it to the book.
Oh, no.
But only for that reason.
No.
I would, at least.
No.
215 pages.
If I have the
223?
self constraint to not watch Marvel content, I for damn sure got the discipline not to make my eyeballs grace that bullshit.
223 pages. 223 pages. That's not that bad.
That's a pretty short book, actually.
That is.
That's the first Blade script. That is the first Blade script.
Okay. All right. Yeah, let's read the book and then watch the movie.
No.
And do a comparison.
We can put our work together. I'll read the book. You watch the movie. We'll compare notes.
No, you know I don't even watch stuff, so like that ain't even gonna be it.
Doesn't get less embarrassing when you say it.
It does.
No.
Because then I own it.
Nope.
And then it works.
Mm-mm.
Anyway. All right. Next thing on the list. Gen V Season 2 coming in 2025.
Quick turnaround. It kind of is. It's a little bit embarrassing for me, at least, of Invincible to be that lackluster, and then you got a newer title in the same studio as you that deals a heavily special effects. So it's not even like, oh well, one's animated, one's live action. It should be easier. Hell no. Everything in that show is pretty hard to create, and they have would it be less than a year? When were we watching Gen V?
2023.
Was it?
Yep.
You sure it wasn't early 2024?
It was late 2023.
Okay.
I remember there was one episode where I was in Atlanta.
So a little over a year turnaround?
Yeah.
Not 2 years?
No.
House of the Dragons or 2 years?
And I feel like they were working on The Boys Season 4 while we were watching Gen V.
Yep. So it feels like we haven't even really taken a break.
Yeah, I mean, now they're working on Gen V Season 2.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they're decent at turnaround. Working one thing at a time. Still pumping out things faster than fucking Marvel, but
Chill said, "No, you don't. You don't watch stuff. You're too busy reading comics."
okay. I see Chillmonger wants to get blocked from the live as well.
That's funny.
That's not funny.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
That's not funny at all. That Tyler Perry's a stone cold threat.
Jive Turkey stole my groove, man.
Like, why did she have to?
He was
I feel like that took away from the message a little bit.
He was a lion dog.
Like, ma'am, relax. New director for Spider-Man 4. We don't know who it's going to be yet, but it's not going to be
Not gonna be John Watts.
John Watts.
The streets talking. They said it might be Sam Raimi, which is an interesting approach because think about it. We had also been hearing rumors about Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 4, which obviously would be helmed by Sam Raimi. So if we're going to keep with this whole multiversal Spider-Man idea, they're talking about maybe casting a live-action Miles Morales. Thank you, Amy Pascal, for watching the podcast. Keep dropping by for any more good ideas. Yeah, there's an interesting kind of meeting point there between Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 4 with Tobey and then him coming on to do Tom Holland's Spider-Man 4. I think there's a lot of potential there, and none of that involves Andrew Garfield, so it really sings to my heart. And really speaks to the inner Spider-Man fan.
So basically, it's going to be Spider-Man 4, but it's going to be
Spider-Man 4 for both. Sounds dope. Like if there's a way to interject that No Way Home feeling back into our veins and maybe even elevate it by removing an ingredient, Andrew Garfield, then that sounds like the way to go to me for sure.
Yeah, but then you don't get the Andrew Garfield self-deprecating jokes.
No. Thor and the Legend of Hercules. So we're really going to just like follow up the Hercules cameo. That's where we're going with the next Thor movie.
I don't think it's real.
Like, but how? Okay, so obviously that was a Taika thing, right? He thought that shit was hilarious. That was his after credit scene. Are you just gonna make whoever picks up the project next take this Hercules thing? Again, that's unconfirmed. But if that's the angle that we're going with, I think this thing of them already having treatments for movies and then picking directors to run with the baton is inherently wrong. Like,
Sure.
you shouldn't have an idea of what the movie's going to be before you hire the director of the movie. It's just weird.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have a concept for a film before we know who's going to make the film.
Makes sense.
Just kind of feels like a basic part of the process there.
How do you feel about a Richard Rider Nova series as opposed to a movie that wouldn't be directed by Michael Bay?
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of shitting all over my dream here. But,
And it being 3 or 4 years out from release.
well, that means that it's absolute just hogwash right now. It doesn't mean that it's anything. We're not in pre-production. We're not casting. We ain't doing a fucking thing.
We're just kind of thinking
It's an
about it.
idea. It's Armor Wars. That's what it's Armor Wars.
Yikes. Twisters earns $32.2 million on the film's domestic opening day. I think they're up to $80 million now.
That looks good.
For the end of the weekend?
That's actually pretty surprising.
I've seen no advertising for Twisters.
I've seen a couple of trailers. It hasn't been a strong push. I think it's one of those. I wouldn't necessarily call it cult. Well, yeah, I guess cult classic movies.
Yeah, the original Twisters were.
Who was that? Bonnie Hunt.
Sounds right.
Of all the remakes, though, I didn't have Twister doing
You know what I
80
mean?
million in its opening weekend on my bingo card.
Helen
I didn't.
Hunt.
Helen Hunt. There you go.
And Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yep.
And Bill Paxton. So,
Philip Seymour Hoffman was in that movie.
yep.
Wasn't Paul Giamatti in that movie?
No.
Was it one of the like tornado tracker peoples?
No.
No. Okay.
But yeah, no, that wasn't a movie that I would expect to resurface in the 2020s.
And do well.
Yeah, because who's out here tornado tracking like that these days?
People from Kansas.
Yeah, must be. But hey, props to them for making $80 million in their first weekend. I guess.
Shout out to Twisters.
Okay, are we ready to talk about FEIGE? I think we are. All right,
Man.
first thing I got
Please
from
quotes.
FEIGE is he described superhero fatigue as more of a feeling like you have to do homework fatigue. These are all individual stories meant to be enjoyed as singular entities. The connectivity is a bonus and something that a lot of people like.
Kevin, aren't you tired? Aren't you tired? You've been talking about superhero fatigue for 2 years, bro. Like,
Yeah,
not-
because
you're
that's
not-
the reason that they're not
you're
doing
not tired of this? People are tired of your stuff sucking. It is not the homework. It is not the amount of films. It is not the connectivity. People are tired of subpar content. The shit isn't good. How have you twisted yourself into this knot so far that now the connectivity is a bad thing? Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. The MCU would not be what it is today if there wasn't a entire genre on YouTube of people theorizing, reviewing, forecasting, fan casting on Marvel content. That comes from the connectivity of the universe. The fact that your films live in a universe unto their own is the type of innovation that had y'all dominating the movie market. And now you're talking about it like it's some trivial piece of homework.
Yeah.
Is exactly what you called it.
Yep.
A trivial piece of homework that leads to fatigue. The one thing that fans share kind of connectively amongst us all over the world is now trivialized by the kingmaker, the godfather of the MCU.
Yep.
I just don't I don't even know where we go from here, y'all. Well, I know where we go. The sooner everybody else gets on that boat with me, maybe we can start pushing that way. But yeah, no, man. Phew. The fall of Sodom is very loud.
Facts.
Very loud.
Tony Robinson said they should have Twista on the Twisters soundtrack.
Stop it.
But
Hey, Twister showing up in the Twisters movie would be a little on the nose.
That'd be
A
kinda
little
crazy.
on the nose.
That'd be a little crazy.
Like, where did y'all even find him? It ain't no other black person in this movie.
Yeah, that'd be nuts. What are you doing?
What are you
in the
doing
middle of
out
the
here?
Twister? And then Chillmonger said, "I got dead T'Challa fatigue."
Yeah. We got dead T'Challa fatigue. We've got nerfed Nick Fury fatigue. We've got bastard child fatigue. We have hot potato mantle fatigue. We have screaming goat fatigue.
Yo, definitely had that. The second it happened.
What else do we have? We have fucking waiting on projects that were announced at Comic-Con 2019 fatigue. That's the problem with your shit, dog. Not, man, I gotta watch a movie. It is in a 6-episode short series to understand what's gonna happen in this movie. What am I gonna do in the 2 years in between these projects? Homework.
If I didn't catch power fatigue by this point, then I don't have superhero fatigue.
Shut up, fam. Shut up.
Just saying.
Over here bullshitting has got you talking about the one thing that was actually good about your shit. Shut up.
Okay, so Kevin Feige basically announced that the next era of the MCU is the Mutants era, which started with Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh my God. How long? How long, fam? The next era? Not the era that we're currently in? When does the next era start? Wake me up. Wake me up when the next era starts.
Well, it starts, no, he says it starts now with Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, okay. Good. But say, fam, when is the next era starting?
Right. But that brought me to another thing that he said during this interview, where he revealed that the Matrix was the reason that the X-Men wore black leather in the first movies. There were studio execs in charge who knew that the Matrix had been a big hit, and they wore black leather, so put them in black leather. So fucking stupid.
Is there a better example of incompetence? The fact that he had the confidence to even say that shit out loud. The fact that he said that out of his mouth and didn't immediately go, "Hey, whoa, let's scrap it. Let me do that again." Yeah, let me do that again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You were sitting in a room full of people that said, "Ooh, Matrix wore black leather. X-Men wear black leather. Equal money."
Yeah. Yep.
So I guess the X-Men weren't already making money as a franchise off of the big screen, not wearing black leather. But there's no way it's translatable, right? Because when Spider-Man had his oh no, darn, Spider-Man wore his colors.
Yep.
Oh, but when Lou Ferrigno was playing the Hulk on oh no, darn, wore his colors.
He was big and green.
When Superman, Christopher Reeves, he wore black. No. Darn.
No.
Wore fucking colors. Every other superhero project on the small screen or the big screen up until that point wore what?
The colors that they were associated
Not
with.
fucking black leather. Now, it worked out, I guess. It worked out.
Sure.
Don't let me rag on them too hard on that one. It worked out, but just the level of incompetence. This is how we almost got British accents in Wakanda. This is how we almost got British colonial accents. Never forget that y'all's king, y'all boy, not anybody in the chat, but Black Panther fans at large. Y'all's mans almost had black people in the heart of Africa speak with British colonial accents and no other native tongue. Incompetence, like just rank incompetence. There's no other way to explain that away. Oh, he didn't read the comic book. He didn't. No, that's what. You walk into Kenya and hear everybody saying, "Hello, governor."
Makes sense.
The fuck. But yeah, listen to Kevin Feige because he's got it all worked out.
Realistically, they knew that Halle Berry was going to be in Catwoman. So they're like, let's get her into some black leather before she does that movie.
Okay.
I think that's it. Was there anything else that we had to talk about for Behind the Cape? Does anybody else have anything in the chat for Behind the Cape? Am I missing anything? Oh,
none, Inner Shocker. I ain't got no love for Andrew.
that's crazy. Japanese historian says that Yasuke was a samurai. He was real.
Thank you, Japanese historian, but we didn't need that. We already knew. Okay.
I mean, some people clearly are out here,
wild
and talking about.
Contrary to popular belief, we can read.
Some people think that shit wasn't real. So get that black man out of my video game.
Get him off my Assassin's Creed.
You know what I mean? Bullshit.